to do it for 3 years. What says that you'll be able to do it in a couple of months? There's still a lot of problem with even generation because gas suppliers are being owed, and they have not exactly been carrying out their responsibilities of gas supply because they're being owed. Gencos is also being owed. For the distribution companies, of course, you understand the challenges that's bedeviling that aspect of the value chain. Now for the TCN, to God be the glory. That's all I can really say. So the entire electricity value chain, there seems to be problems there, but the minister is saying, I'm sorry, I recognize my failures or the failures of that ministry. We will do the best we can. So what are your thoughts? I will play for you that entire statement, right, so you can hear from the horse's mouth. So but ultimately we want to hear your thoughts on this apology and the promise of the 6,000 megawatt. In what ways can we practically start to fix the sector? Should we start considering alternative energy? But in the meantime, what can we do? How do we take care of the grid system? How can we ensure that there's proper funding and there's no reason why gas suppliers should be owed? What sort of practical steps do we need to take rather than these vague submissions that oftentimes we spend hours trying to interpret without getting any concrete stance on the subject matter of electricity? Secondly, we're going to have a conversation about the president's UK visit, his recent UK visit, one that many would describe as perhaps monumental because in over 3 decades, right, no Nigerian president has been invited on a state visit, and so President Bola Ahmed Tinubu broke that jinx, if you want to call it that. He visited the UK. Now, while some are happy that this historic meeting has happened, there are others that are gauging the benefits of the globe trotting, if I can describe it as that the president has gone to the UK, gone to so many places. He has been at Chatham House, he has gone to he keeps traveling, he has been to France amongst other places, right? Why is it that none of these visits have materialized? And I'm referencing a Chatham House report. Why is this not materializing? The reforms are not doing what it's supposed to do. There's still high immigration, there's still a very poor energy, there's so much going on at the same time. Why is it that the visit of the president, all these plans, all these deals that we're signing with all these countries, why is it that it's not reflecting in the lived reality of everyday Nigerians? And there's been a response actually, and I'll read to you that response in a way. A policy analyst, Tᴏɪᴛᴛᴇʀ, sort of defended the president's foreign engagement. He says that UK visit has produced tangible economic benefits, contrary to the claims by Chatham House. Now, Bayo Onanuga, of course, reposted that commentary, of course, so which means that he endorses the position of this analyst, who says that there's been a lot of benefits that the president's trip has, especially in macroeconomic stability. He has also improved investor confidence and even Nigeria's external financial position with all of his many trips. And that recent assessment by the institutions such as the IMF, the World Bank, points to significant progress in Nigeria's reform program, including enhanced resilience and stabilization of key economic indicators. So basically, he's citing the gains. Nigeria returned to Eurobond market, improved foreign exchange liquidity, rising external reserve, positive sovereign rating outlooks from global agencies, which we should consider evidence of policy credibility. So what are your thoughts? Chatham House is saying your policies are not doing anything for your people. There's 85 million of your people that don't even have access to grid power. Most of your skilled hands have left the country. They've gone to other places. There's insecurity in your country. So all your foreign trips, what has it done? But we have this policy analyst whose statement is backed by Bayo Onanuga, who says that's not true. All of his trips have yielded macroeconomic benefits. The country is better for it. Our foreign reserve is better for it. There's greater foreign exchange liquidity. And so we should not disregard the president's frequent visit. These are the two stories on the table, right? Let's get your opinion. Let me play for you that soundbite from the Minister of Power, and then we open the phone lines to give you a chance to contribute. Stay with us.
We want to apologize to the Director of Nigerians, officially now coming from me as Minister of Power, that for this temporary issue that is leading to hardship being experienced, especially during this dry season, where there's so much heat everywhere, where businesses are also being affected, where schools are being affected, where industries are being affected. It is not our wish to find ourselves in this situation. It's some factors that are actually beyond our control. But we are not relenting. We are working on it 24/7 to make sure that we go back to the trend, to the trajectory of 2025, whereby you praised us, whereby you commended us for a good job well done. And we can imagine if we could provide such service in 2025, this is 2026, this is when we'll be willing to even do more, to even do better as we are close to the election year. So, except that we cannot help it, that's why we find ourselves here. But I can assure you that in the next few weeks, all this will be over. Power generation will improve, transmission will improve, distribution will improve, and that 6,000 megawatts will be achieved before the end of this year. And Nigerians will benefit.
There you have it. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu. I'm sorry, and I promise you things will get better. Let's have a conversation. 0913-6000-410. 0913-6000-410. That's the phone line. For WhatsApp is 0913-6000-430. 0913-6000-430. Please let's bear in mind 1 minute is all the time allotted for conversation. When you call, I ask that you kindly introduce yourself. Tell me your name. Tell me where you're calling from. Also, let's understand that Mainland Focus is not a program that allows for just monologues. This is not just you talking. This is an avenue for discussion. So we would engage. We would ask you questions. We will ask that you clarify statements that you make. We'll ask you to reference your source when you make a claim. We will also not allow that you malign the character of anyone because you disagree with position on things. So if you do not enjoy being, should I say, probed perhaps, or being engaged, but you should maybe send a WhatsApp message. But this is a place for conversations where two or more people will talk based on the analysis that you have provided. 0913-6000-410. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning to you. Turn down the volume on your radio. I could hear myself.
Hello from the place. The radio is not even talking. God bless Nigeria. My name is M쏘ɪᴜᴜ. I'm calling from Abanje in Kotu.
Yes.
I think the trending story today in Nigeria is Adelabu's apology to Nigerians. Many people will agree and have always been saying it. That wouldn't need his apology. His apology should be pocketed by him, and if possible, let him take the apology to a state where he will contest probably as gubernatorial candidate if possible. If his party, APC, allows him to contest there, maybe where he will convince them that he was not able to perform in ministry under the federal structure, but that in Oyo State to be able to perform very well. So Nigeria, we don't need this apology. In fact, this apology amounts to sarcasm as far as I'm concerned. He should be able to tell us why he has not been able to perform, so that his successors will learn from that. He's an accountant. He's not a professional engineer. He's not a technocrat. We want somebody like Barton Najim. He's not Barton Najim himself, who has developed at their state electricity or power industry. We want somebody like him. If it is because of sabotage, lack of finance, or other things, let us know. And it's even preposterous for him to talk about 6,000 megawatts when South Africa is talking about 40,000 megawatts and more, and the state in America is talking more than about 40,000 megawatts.
Thank you for calling. Thank you so much for your contribution. We'll take another call now. Hello. Do make it back if that was you. We're live on Facebook as well, so please drop your contributions on our Facebook I was about to say Facebook platform, Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Shola. I'm calling from Medina.
Welcome.
Yes, for the Minister of Power, in a similar time, you should have resigned, because it shows they don't know what they are doing. And the problem is telling us in the face. These are foundational issues. What has made the power generation happen down? And I can sense it that there are obsolete equipment. The concessionaires or advertisement, which people did they sell it to? If you support it on upon in the telecommunications, look at how it is now 100%, how telecommunications is effective now. Which means they go to their colleagues. Talk what is on ground. But even the president himself, when nominated the minister, he has shown that he himself doesn't have competence in the sector by even disconnecting and going to solar. So this is very obvious that they don't have anything to offer in this. The president himself should not even come back to contest, not to talk of his minister. Therefore, the federal government traveling up and down. They can give us the country is coming to the house. They just keep going. What I call it is window dressing. They just keep going, image laundering, and there's nothing to help. Nothing. It has come from the office. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you. Please, when you do call, I ask that you disconnect from your Bluetooth. If you're listening via Bluetooth or if you're using your hands for your earpiece, please disconnect it so we can really hear your words properly, just for the duration of the phone call. Okay, thank you. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Angelina.
Yes.
You see, I'm happy the critique of the Chatham House is coming from there, not from Peter B. The Peter B, I would say, is suffering from 2023 loss. So it's good that those people that they go around to visit, that the same people that are criticizing them. And then the man, the power bank minister, I think I don't blame him much. He cannot do more than above the capacity of the person who appointed him.
Did you say power bank?
Yes, it's power bank minister. Everywhere he goes to power bank. It's to show you that he doesn't have faith in even the ministry is supervising. So what I'm saying is that if that man is not doing well, it's not his fault. He cannot go above the power of the capacity of the person who put him there. Somebody has come and said, if I don't bring lights to you, don't vote me when I come back.
All right.
And he knows that we will not vote for him. That is why he is now having three boys, the New Hope ambassador and all the governors to put him back, not us. So whatever we vote will not matter.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you. So on Facebook, we have Benjamin Issa who says, "Good morning, Sage. Good morning, Fuad. If people like me accept the apology of Mr. Adelabu, the Minister of Power, over poor power supply under his watch, he needs to go beyond an apology. He needs to reduce the electricity tariff, return those of us on postpaid for all the money we're paying for darkness. Now that the minister has gathered enough money for his governorship ambition in Oyo State by giving Nigeria darkness with high tariff, allegedly, his conscience will continue to judge him until he does the needful by confessing his abnormalities in the power sector and do the necessary restitution to Nigeria. Not until this is done, the Minister of Power is on his own. Let him go and campaign to Oyo people and not to us Nigerians." Benjamin from Shogunle. We have the apology of the minister is not accepted by me. The only thing I want from him is to step aside. What he failed to do for almost 3 years, how can he do it within 6 months? On the presidential UK visit and other trips, for me, they're completely wasteful. No single FDI has come into the country. The president should put the country in order first before these countries have ambassadors in Nigeria and they know what is going on in the country. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
My name is Mike from S쪼ʟlighter.
Yes.
Yeah, as long as I'm concerned personally, Minister of Power has done nothing, completely nothing. His only achievement is the introduction of Band A, Band B, Band C, and Band D. And really for all these things is just to divide Nigerians from coming together and protest against electricity in this country. This country is the only place where somebody will tell somebody to do a job. He or she will not do it and come out and say, "I'm sorry for whatever." This didn't happen when a white man or whatever cried. Some people call us, let's forgive him, he has cried, he has made his mistake. Who appointed you? Can't you tell I can't be able to handle this post and move? No, but they're there to make money. We're paying for darkness today. People are paying more money today without even seeing light. Even the so-called bands here are not seeing light, and we cannot protest. There's no fuel. They said that maybe Iran is the reason why we don't have fuel. What is the reason why we don't have light here? The people here is going to say, "I'm sorry for what? For to do your job that you're collecting salaries. Can you return the salary he collected for doing those jobs? Can you return the money he collected for the contracts on the other sector? No, but then he's sorry. And so of course I pardon him. As long as some kind, that means so-called Minister of Power is completely failure. As somebody said, he cannot do more than his master. That's just the fact. Show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. God bless us.
All right, then. Have a blessed day. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Pastor Ambrose. We thank God for another day.
Thank you for calling.
We are in a country where people apologize when they fail. Buhari failed, he apologized. Today, I leave him with his God. because he was part of the monumental problem in the country. Today now Adelabu is apologizing and he wants to go and contest. The people that died when power during the power went off during surgery. What of the businesses that are collapsing? What of the statement that the president made that if I don't give you power, don't vote for me? A promise fulfilled is a promise kept. You know, we celebrate impunity in this country, and the man is now going on to become the governor. You know, on the visit of our Oga to UK, I don't know what he went there to do. Honestly, I don't know, because telling us that he went there is for after 2 decades. What has that done? Has it brought down the price of fuel? Has it brought down the price of the pound sterling? Has it stabilized any economy? People are telling us this government has achieved a lot. We have not seen it. The common man has not seen it stage. We have not seen anything that we, can point to that effect. So the most worrying part of it is that this government does not want any other party to survive, and that's a tragedy. God bless you.
We appreciate you. 0913-6000-410. WhatsApp 0913-6000-430. We're talking 2 issues. We're talking the power sector, the apology of the minister, and also an analysis by Chatham House regarding the frequent visit of the president to foreign countries and how none of these visits have materialized anything tangible for Nigerians, with our primary problem being poor electricity, poor energy sector, basically migration, our security issues, our weak public systems, amongst other things. Of course, you can expect there's been a response from I would like to say the presidency, because it was a policy analyst who had responded, but it was sort of endorsed by Bayo Ononga, who had reposted that comment where he says that we're closing our eyes to the bigger picture. The frequent visit of the president has drawn attention of the world towards potential for foreign direct investment and improvement in macroeconomic operations of the country, amongst other things. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And what are the factors you're considering for whatever position you take on the subject matter? Let's take about 2 more phone calls so that we can start reading WhatsApp messages. Hello.
Hello, Steve. Good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, this is Adisa calling from Oshodi.
Yes, welcome.
Let me make my point very quickly. Sometimes I look at this country and sometimes I would like, is it that they swear for us? I don't think so, understand. Because you look at this country, which sector is working? Let's talk about other sectors. Now, the power sector have been campaigning that, look, in fact, we don't need some ministry for some sectors in this country. What is the purpose of the Ministry of Power? We don't need any ministry coming. It's not a wastage of state resources. By now, we should be talking about governors coming together in region, providing their own power for themselves. Or states providing their own power. We don't even need this. How can somebody, a state produce generate something and then take it to national grid? Then you now start from there, now transmit it back to the people. What kind of kangaroo system is that? Our system is too lopsided. Our system is too. We are talking about 6,000 megawatts. What a shame. What a shame. We are talking about 6,000. Now, if you hear now, Nigeria is about 2,400 megawatts. The whole country. From Lagos here down to Lafiaji, from Lagos here down to Damaturu, 2,400 megawatts. That is a shame. That ministry is going to be scrapped. It's just that we don't have people at the end of our that are serious. Normally, we don't need anything called Ministry of Power. Many ministries are going to go out of this country, like Ministry of Sports. We don't need all this ministry. They're going to be liberalized. Let states control their electricity, or regions control their electricity. We don't even need any Ministry of Power. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Which sort of reminds me, if you remember, the Labour Congress, Joe Ajero, recently actually recommended merging the electricity sector to our oil sector, right? He doesn't think that we should have like oil and then we should have electricity. It's all energy, and so perhaps we should merge it and have just one energy sector that will be headed by one person. He seems to think that if we bring it together, it would be easier to ask for accountability, right? The person will be able to tell us what's going on with gas, what's going on with infrastructure, what's going on with crude supply, what's going on with refining, what's going on with the grid. But now there are too many players, so you don't even know who to hold responsible for what. I mean, in your analysis, can you consider that? What do you think about this recommendation by Labour that let us consolidate our energy sector, whether it be oil or electricity, and it would help us navigate that sector better? Do you agree? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
My name is Dile calling from Isolo.
Welcome.
For me, I will accept Adelabu apology, because as a minister, it seems that he failed us in many areas. Okay, let us call about our other minister that he failed us and he did not say anything. Even though our president, he promised us. What he promised us in his manifesto, we did not see anything. I will accept his apology because he sees himself as a book that son, and he came back to he begged the citizen. Okay, what about other minister? Minister of Economics, everything, they fail us. All those ministers, they are not totally the president, the main thing. For me, I will accept his apology. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Coach.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Matamishi.
Yes.
Maybe they could have even said Ministry of Electricity, so that the minister will know that my duty is to give electricity, not power. Maybe when they hear power, it will, it's echo kind of thing. That's it. Is it not the same minister that said because we put on the AC, we will go out, we put on freezer, we will go out? I don't know whether they are in their place, they will cook soup, they won't put it inside the cooling effect. You have to put it inside the cooling effect. You want to be warming soup or you want to be warming things? No. That apology, I don't need it. So ask me, I don't need it. Just give me this life, let me enjoy my life. That's it. Coming here to be telling us because he wants to go and contest election in Nigeria. Anyway, in their party, APC, they believe in consensus. They will give you person that will go and contest. His name wasn't even there. I didn't see Adelabu there. I didn't see. His name was not there. If you go to convention, I'm telling you, he's not going to resign. He's going to be here till maybe next year. Except otherwise, the president will say, go resign. Because this apology, I think it's the president that told him to come and do it. Don't go and apologize to Nigeria. You want to spoil my campaign. I believe it. Because it didn't come from his mind. A few days ago, that, lambasting Nigerians that we are using freezer too much, we are using AC too much. So where is it coming from? As for the UK thing, we are going to borrow money to come and uplift Lagos port. What of other ports?
Oh, actually, Madam Ifi, they did not highlight that they're just fixing the Lagos ports. It's just port investment.
No, they said Lagos port. It was written there. Right? We are all discussing it in our forums. It was written there, Lagos port.
All the ports should be rehabilitated. That's what it should be. I don't think that there should be a focus on the Lagos port. The initial report was ports in Nigeria, but if they emphasize Lagos ports, okay. I should perhaps go and read the new report, because the initial one said that Nigeria gets investment from UK for port rehabilitation. Okay, yes, I've gotten confirmation now. Thank you, Madam Ifi. I just got confirmation. Thank you for bringing that up. Hello. Hello. Hello.
My name is Robert from Apapa.
All right, welcome.
Thank you. In a country where the oil sector has collapsed, the power sector has also collapsed, then tell me, will you tell people that the economy is functioning? Adelabu should keep his apology to himself. It is even the president that is supposed to apologize to Nigeria, because it is easier to say than done. You will see the other time, I will give you power. You will not pay for estimated billing. Almost 4 years now. He even removed, as we speak, this has removed himself from the national grid because he knew that place has collapsed. Adelabu they are giving people bill to spend. We that are prepaid are even on the safer side. What of those that are postponed? Either those that or not, they will still pay. Then the travel of the president is reflecting on my sister on NBC's table, NBS rather. The Oshomole said the price of goods are very cheap. APC member, the man is performing. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let me read WhatsApp messages. We have good morning Sage and Fuad as well as Mainland FM crew. Minister of Women Affairs position will be good for the present Minister of Power, as Fuad has said. Don't mind Fuad. We have good morning Sage. The APC ineptitude and cluelessness does not even have shame at all. How many apologies are they going to tender to Nigerians? Them know they shame. It means they will tender an apology for failure not only in power supply but also in fixing the economy, in fixing the dilapidated roads, in fixing insecurity, education, healthcare delivery, among others. I don't know why the APC will be using for campaign or what they will be using for campaign in the coming days. Maybe the president will be going about apologizing for his failure in all ramification, because as far as I'm concerned, the APC government has failed woefully and completely. Let Adelabu and his Oga keep the apology to themselves. What they have failed to fix in 3 years, how are they going to do it in 2 weeks? That's the voice of failure. These APC people think we're fools. Nigerians should open their eyes and not buy APC's apology because they have nothing to offer. Benga from Ijibu. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Listening to the best radio station in Nigeria and one of the most honest Nigerian journalists and analysts, Fuad side, it makes me happy every morning. Sage, you don't they pull Fuad's Lego talking about this corrupt and clueless politicians that forged certificate when he starts analyzing it now. Don't stop him. Patrick from Iyanuejibu. Why will I stop him? Why? For conversations now. I'm just joking around most times. Good morning, my studio gentlemen and ladies. Tunji allows her quoting millions of dollars to revamp education is a misplaced announcement. Are there no more state governors and local councils to address such? Why is the Minister of Education quoting in dollars instead of in naira? APC as the government has failed to develop Nigeria. Joshua from Maguru. Alright, just give me a second to filter this. Funshaw says, good morning, Mainland FM crew. We will accept his apology if he sleeps in darkness like every other Nigerians all the while. Otherwise, he should know that Nigerians did not vote for them to be giving apologies rather than good governance. The president's UK visit is just like all the other trips to other countries. Globe trotting. Shikena. Thank you, Funshaw. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Me too. Apology not accepted. He shoved Band A down our throats with nothing to show for it. Why are they not able to pay for gas? What is happening to the money they're getting from these Band A, Band B? For instance, what a regime. What responsible pilot would risk flying an aircraft with both of its engines malfunctioning without considering the safety of its passengers? How can a nation survive when both engines, oil and power sectors, are in comatose and barely breathing? Nigeria is navigating dangerous skies barely afloat, burdened by systemic failure and sabotage from within. These are nothing but the consequences of these policies of pain. Stevie Kelly from Maryland says, Adelabu should keep his tinted apology to himself. We don't need it. He has taken enough from electricity tariff to run for governor. It's a pity. In a senior client, will not have the temerity to go for another post, having performed woefully as energy minister. I weep for Nigeria. Let me read one more. Good morning, mainland crew. Minister Adelabu has no technological experience to be in the power ministry. He lacks the expertise and skills about customer satisfaction and service delivery. Adelabu's apology has no element of truth or sincerity, and he should be redeployed or weeded out from that cabinet. Nigerians are paying for darkness, and by implication, life is hellish and frustrating. Time for Adelabu to go is now. Noah from Igondo. Hello.
Hello, Madam Sage.
Yes, morning to you.
Good morning. It's Samuel calling.
Yes.
Quickly, let me talk about the issue that we're discussing this morning. The first place, please, my regard to Oga Fuad.
Yes.
Sage, we were in this country when this man came in as a minister of power. And I'm telling you that the problem that we are facing today in the power sector was created by this current minister. When he came and started the discriminative system of saying band A, band B, and we came up at that time, everybody, we were complaining on this platform. And I said it. I said that man does not fit to be in that position. You can imagine, do you know that today, in Nigeria today,
how a light bill, the money people pay for light is more than the house rent. Did you know that?
I know now. I live in Nigeria.
So no, you can imagine that you pay for electricity that you are not even seeing. You pay more than even the house rent that where you live. You can imagine that, and somebody is coming today to tell us that he's apologizing. To who did he apology help? Who apology help? I think all the blame should go to the president for allowing this kind of and at that time when this man was bringing all these issues, the president kept quiet. He did not say anything, and today the same person is coming out now to tell us that he's apologizing. What is the president? What is the reaction of the president? You can imagine the kind of people that we have in position. I think his state where he came from, Ibadan and Ogun State is the worst when you talk about of electricity. The worst, because I live in Ogun State, I know what we are passing through here. Till today, we are still sharing light in Ogun State and even Oyo State. When you stay for 3 days, 4 days, you will not see light. At the end of the day, you pay for it. What kind of nonsense is this?
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning, Fish.
Yes, morning to you.
Yes. Minister Adelabu apologizes to Nigeria. Apology my foot. Who is he apologizing to? Now, in power almost 3 years, over 3 years now. No performance. Apart from electricity, which other sector have these people performed? And I will not blame that man. I will blame his principal. Who is his principal? The president. This house has ruled Lagos for complete 8 years. He said he has planned. People that will take over from him will now work on what he has, on the foundation he has built. Which foundation? This man, they don't have anything upstairs. That's why we have the caliber of people that are working with him. They are the same thing. Nothing. And let me tell you, let us give these people 30 years. They are from 2015, Buhari, and they will never perform. Nothing. They will never give us anything better in this country. Can you imagine somebody now come and apologizing to over what? I don't want to say anything bad. Have a good day. Thank you.
Have a better one. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, Sid.
Yes.
Good morning, John from Oda.
Welcome.
Yes, so the minister's statement of apologizing. Well, it's not acceptable. It's not accepted. Now he has the intention to go and contest for Osun State, when he or your state, Osun State governorship by this thing. He said in the capacity, he is apologizing. Is he going there to fail again and will tender apology? Well, that is left for the people of Oyo Abi or Osun. I don't know where he's contesting. Or Oyo Abi. It is left for them. If they are dumb-headed, let them vote him as their governor. Somebody that has failed in an endeavor and is strengthening technology, and he is not accountable. There is no problem. There is no accountability. There is no transparency in his performance. All he was doing was telling us lies, bad, without no commensurate services for all these bands. Instead of it to have canvas for more megawatts to be generated, he was talking about. But this is to show you that he has not enough yet. Instead of to say, okay, let us go about having more megawatts so that we can reach at least 15 or 20. He was talking about the revenue tendency to tell you he has not enough yet. Now he's carrying that in.
I mean, come on, please.
Good luck to them. No. There's nothing worth about it.
No, I understand. I'm saying let's not, name calling and all. Let's just desist from it. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Yes, please. I understand how passionate we are about it. Let's just, self-control is very, very, very important when we're talking on here. Thank you so much for your analysis. I'll take a few more calls and then I'll read messages. They are indeed piling up. But for those who are just catching the conversation, I would like to contribute. This is Mainland Focus. Mainland 98.3 FM is the station. My name is Sage Babalola. I'm here to take your feedback. And we're talking two issues. We're first of all talking about the power sector. Well, electricity sector, for being more specific. We have the minister apologizing for the abysmal performance in terms of provision of electricity, also the estimated billion situation, and the band system, which has not yielded any results. Band A to Band E, 20 hours, 18 hours, 16 hours, 6 hours. That's supposed respectively. But unfortunately, even those on Band A who are paying a little over 208 kilowatts naira per kilowatt hour do not enjoy the benefit. He says he's sorry. As regards to grid performance, he promises that 6,000 megawatt capacity that was promised, he will fulfill it if you just give him some time to get on top of the situation. Well, a lot of Nigerians, clearly from your feedback, are dissatisfied even with the apology, and they're asking for action rather than apologizing to Nigerians. Also now talking about a report from Chatham House highlighting how the president's frequent trips has not yielded any material benefit for Nigerians. He has been going from country to country, meeting leader to leader, signing agreements, signing trade agreements, and asking for aid, taking loans and all that. But he hasn't really done anything. But we have somebody who clearly supports the presidency, a policy analyst, who says that we're closing our eyes to the bigger picture. We are blind to the benefits, perhaps because of the biases, that Nigerians supposedly have, and that there have been some macroeconomic benefits, right? But we're not seeing it. So what is your position? What side of the divide are you standing on? And tell us why that's happening. You can contribute via the phone line by calling 0913-6000-410, or you can send a WhatsApp message to 0913-6000-430.
We want to apologize to the of Nigerians, officially now coming from me as Minister of Power, that for this temporary issue that is leading to hardship being experienced, especially during this dry season, where there is so much heat everywhere, where businesses are also being affected, where schools are being affected, where industries are being affected. It is not our wish to find ourselves in this situation. It's some factors that's actually beyond our control. But we're not relenting. We are working on it 24/7 to make sure that we go back to the trend, to the trajectory of 2025, whereby you praised us, whereby you commended us for a good job well done. And we can imagine if we could provide such service in 2025, this is 2026, this is when we'll be willing to even do more, to even do better, as we are close to the election year. So, except that we cannot help it, that's why we find ourselves here. Because I can assure you that in the next few weeks, all this will be over. Power generation will improve, transmission will improve, distribution will improve, and that 6,000 megawatts will be achieved before the end of this year, and Nigerians will be better for it.
Hello.
Let's say good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Mr. James calling from Agbado. You see, my point is not about Adelabu. I'm not even blaming Adelabu for anything. Take for instance, let me use football as analogy. If for instance you employ a coach to handle a team, and that coach sees players that last lost, that doesn't perform, and the team is fumbling and does not perform very well. Please, do we now pick players and questioning those players? And when we know that this is the coach that picked the player that does not have the capacity, that is just doing that because they want to favor this one, you come from my country, or come from... So the fact remains that someone that picks someone that do not have the capacity to fix the country on the area of compensation and all of that, nobody's talking about that. You know that this man has no capacity, but because man is loyal to you one way or the other, you are fixing them and they are messing the country up. That's why when we talk of the Chatham report, you find out that you don't have anything to play game with. They are telling you the way it is. You've been traveling, you've been borrowing money, and Nigerian poverty rate, everything is showing. You don't have even greed, you don't have any power. And power is one thing that that will sustain development. Power is one thing that makes business to thrive in a country. And you say you are thriving in all these countries so that they come into your country to come and invest.
These people, they are not, I mean, they are not fools, they are human, they have senses. They will go and investigate where they want to, go and invest their money. You cannot just tell them to come over and they will come over and start investing. So these people, they should stop deceiving Nigeria. Mr. President is the cause of all the problems from A to Z, because he's the one that seeks these people in all these positions. And when they are not performing, the man is not even thinking of removing them. He's just thinking about how we will continue winning election and election. So say you see Nigerian thing, until we get it right, how to use our electoral means to chase all these people out, then Nigeria will continue being like this. That's just my concern. Thank you very much.
All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Because this is Mike. I'm calling from
Yeah.
Cheddar.
All right.
So, Sage, if you're an investor, right, would you bring your money, your hard-earned money, and bring it to Nigeria to say you want to invest your money in a country with all the troubles like we presently have? Do you know that it is almost, I'm supposed to travel to the east to bury my stepmom? I can't follow the road. I have to fly. Whether I have the money or not, I have to look for the money to fly to bury this woman. Now, see, if me that I'm within this country cannot as much as travel from one point to another, why are you deceiving yourself? Why are we deceiving ourselves, thinking that an investor will come from somewhere to come and invest here? So you take our money, our hard-earned money, you gallivant around the globe, and you're saying you're marketing the country in this global time where the world has become a global village, that before Nigerians hear what is even happening in Nigeria, people abroad have heard it. That's where you're asking people to come and invest their money where they can sell the insecurity. It doesn't make any sense. And I want to say something. Anybody that is expecting that this government will confer Nigeria any good, I'm not saying this because I have anything personal against the president. It's not possible. Why? Because in as much as you put politics first, before expertise, before performance, before anything, in as much as politics goes first, you can't get anything. Our president is first and foremost interested in politics. So he takes the worst of us and puts them in strategic places that will influence and affect the economy. And you expect something to work in such an economy. It's not possible. You look at somebody, you can look at how important the flower sector is. You take somebody, you put them, like the scholar said, you can't be a coach and you put the wrong players at different strategic positions and you're losing match and you're watching them and you still beat them and you're not doing anything. So this is just the stuff. That's the truth, the reality of Nigeria. Let's tell ourselves the truth. The president we have is a politician and he plays politics with everything. And if we want any change, we need to look for somebody that stays.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. Thank you, please. Hello.
Finally. Yes, good morning.
Morning to you.
It's from Lagos Island.
All right.
First off, I need to get FᴜΓᴜᴜ's autobiography one of these days. Get his signature. Because every day I listen to him in the morning, I feel like crying. I don't want to call every time. But I just wake up and I listen. I can't invest even more. Look at Adelabu. Adelabu is apologizing to him. Adelabu is trying to launder his image. He's trying to apologize so that when he then goes for his political journey, he will say, should I don't beg them for the previous mistake when I do? Maybe they come out forgive me now. You can imagine Adelabu that came into the ministry, scattered everything, turned us to band A, band Z, bandless people, and now he's begging us. We no go collect apology. He should tell us the band he is in, whether he's using power from PHC in his house, or whether he's running diesel in his house, or whether he has gone solar like the presidency did for Aso. Which apology? They think Nigerians are fools. The same way they will tell us, don't speak ill of the dead now, forgive the dead. The dead that was the president in this country for 8 years. So we need to know the records of the amount of time the president has traveled out of this country. We need to know how many days it has been. Because I can tell you categorically that Buhari spent more than 3 years outside of foreign trips in this country. And at the end of the day, he went to go and pass away abroad. Have you ever seen a South African president die abroad or an ex-president die abroad? there for 8 years. You could not build a proper hospital and take care of you for those people that in the foreign land. You're just speaking of the state. Look at what Thomas is saying. They're just profit, wasting money we don't even get to the go foreign trips.
Thank you.
And not working at home. Have a good day, my sister.
Have a better one. Thank you for calling. We're back to Facebook now. Adewumi says, good morning, Sage. The minister's apology to air is human. The right word he used was we, not I, but all the paper reported it as if he single-handedly caused the problem. We all know the chain of transmission before light comes to our different houses. If truly the masses acknowledge the improvement in 2025 as said in that speech, then we should understand the problem must have been out of their control. I accept his apology, says Stephen. Alright, we have Ralphie War, AGK, who says, good morning. Give Tinubu more than 50 years and he will not be able to achieve anything. He brought Adelabu to generate more money for himself and the city boys, Minister of Power, who has failed. Okay, we're on WhatsApp now. The message reads, good morning, Sage. As long as I'm concerned, all the travel by President Tinubu is nothing but personal pleasure. They should stop wasting our multiple taxpayers' money. What has the previous visit done? It even started from Buhari's time till date. Somebody should call and tell me the improved areas that have been brought by these visits. They should stop deceiving their followers with grammar. Ralph from Satellite Town. We have here, good morning, Sage and mainland crew. These people have seen Nigerians as unserious people. Please let Adelabu tell us what he has done with the budget and the fund that is given to the ministry. Can Chatham House be wrong? Is Bayo the president of Nigeria? Let Nigerians pray for good leaders. God bless good citizens of the country. Grandma Maggie from Oshodi. Good morning, Sage. Kenya uses mostly renewable powered system, over 80%, 90% green, heavily reliant on geothermal, hydro and wind energy, with plans for continuous expansion to meet increasing demand. Why can't we learn from Kenya on power generation? Like Fuad said, when Adelabu was appointed, his first thought was we're not paying enough rather than effective delivery. When NEPA came to our area on Monday, he said their main objective was creating power to mostly industrial areas that can generate more money for them. So what now happens to those of us that stay in estates that don't have companies or industries? For Ikeja is the author of that message. We have, good morning, Mainland FM. What Tinubu has done ever since he assumed office is seek validation from everywhere. He's really Nigerian by propaganda. He should stop forcing himself on Nigerians. Kenneth from Lagos. Good morning, Sage. I will not blame Bayo on Nonuga. It's not Bayo on Nonuga. It's Adelabu. I don't know. That's the Minister of Power. Anyway, you say Nigerians become a country where deceit and lies are... Oh, okay, you're referencing their response. I was a tad confused. Okay, you're referencing the response of the presidency. You say, I will not blame because Nigeria has now become a country where deceit and lies are being told to ease publicly. And nobody is called to give account. What he has said, do we have power as was promised to Nigerians by Mr. President? You and I know that power is the live wire for sustainable development. You shouldn't worry your head over President sacking those who are loyal to him. The country can turn upside down all he cares. The moment Nigeria realizes that Mr. President does not have any intention to fix Nigeria, the better for us. A message from James. We have the issue of greed, failure and power supply failure left, right and center, and the wasteful display of incompetence by the president in an unproductive globe trotting in the name of looking for investors that may never come. Both the president and his minister are one and the same. Let's continue celebrating mediocrity and sycophancy instead of real governance and see where it takes us, because the people at the center of the universe will call in their defense. Victor Aloegbuke from Ikeja. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Sage. Good morning.
Morning to you.
Ajibola calling from Nicola.
Welcome.
I always say this statement. We always celebrate mediocres in this nation. So apology is what Nigerians will eat for this incompetence, for this gross failure. So that is what they do. Oh, you forged certificate. Oh, don't worry, please. I'm sorry. And we let it slide. Oh, you failed the whole nation. People have died because of this power inefficiency. Business have collapsed. And Mr. Okoye was encouraging one man yesterday, a business owner, on situation yesterday. You don't hear this stuff. The man is saying is at the verge of collapsing now. Mr. Okoye was trying to encourage him. So is that the apology that the man will chop? That the business is running down? That a lot of companies is leaving the country, and just one kind of apology will solve everything? So if we want to make this nation great, then we should get serious. Get people punished for incompetency. If Even if it's the president, let him be punished for incompetency. Even if it's your father, let him be punished for incompetency. That is when this nation can only move forward. But if this somebody will just come and remember one crocodile tears, the jump issue last year, the man just came online and said crocodile tears, and the whole thing will let it slide. Everything, and that is why incompetency remains on every part of our way. Just one nonsense apology, everybody will forget it, let it slide. When will we do the right thing for the future of this nation? If we continue this way, if we continue with hypocrisy, if we continue with all these shared shenanigans, I'm telling you, the nation will continue to go down the drain. Who will be punished for saying rubbish? Who will be punished for not doing the right thing? Nobody. Just come and give us one quack election and say that there is a glitch. Nobody investigated the glitch. Nobody investigated punish anybody for doing that. Somebody came online and said that some people should not vote. Till now it's still working free. Nobody is being punished for doing one thing, and you want this nation to move forward. The Mr. President is not serious as a man because he's not capable of doing things. Punish anybody that needs to be punished. And if it's, even if it's your son, punish him. That's when this nation can move forward. Go and look at the likes of King and them in China.
Thank you for calling. Let's see here. Hello. Oh, all right. Make it back. Please call back if that was you. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good. Yeah. This is Ola.
Sir, your radio, it needs to be off, please.
Thank you very much.
Please, sir, turn down or off the radio.
It's okay now.
Please go ahead.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
You see, do you blame anybody? Do you blame the major two things we have in this country is power and petroleum. Now, one have to apologize now. What's the talk of power, petroleum? Now, how do you now reconcile with the national agenda and these people who know much about them and tell them to go away? Anything they do, they stop, they go away. We've never seen anything. We've never seen anything yet. If that now, the Minister of Power has come out to apologize. What of Minister of Petroleum? Did he see anything? Up to now, did he see anything? Did he tell us how far we are going to resolve the issue that we now? This issue to be poor and power is the major problem we have in this country. The two are not working. The president is the Minister of Petroleum. This man again is the Minister of Power. Now all of them they are the same. Somebody tell me to vote for them. And he said it. They don't vote for me, I don't believe in power. And I think Nigeria will do that. Why did this top power here doing this? What of the governor? They keep packing money to governor those ones to go but do nothing. Nigeria is not ready yet. If they necessarily, they know what to do. So put yourself for this survey. Thank you very much.
All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello, ladies. Morning to you.
Good morning.
Welcome, my dear. My name is M쏘ɪᴜᴅ calling you from Msoɪᴜᴜ, the city in the center of the universe. You see, number one, where somebody committed a sin and he repented, God said, I will forgive you. And that is my stand this morning. I forgive this man, I forgive him. But Mr. President should take it away now. He should be sacked right now. After sack of this man, the place is the people hand incorrigible Nigeria, which is ready to serve our dearest country. And Mr. President should go out of Nigeria. The central bank government to the new world that we are having more than $50 billion external reserve. I think it's very dearly. And the Mr. President just take between 15 and 20 billion home to fix our electricity. Because all this you are saying, it needs the money. And when we have this external reserve, it's not the bill for nothing. Feed the electricity, take the money home, feed the agriculture, take the money home to tackle insecurity that is terrorizing the country. I think Nigeria will get better. So what we have to do now, Mr. President, please did it. You stay in Nigeria. I will fix electricity for you. Yes, it will be. I know there are different from 3 meter.
like we got one last week. But what I want Nigeria to do, bring this money home, it's our money, and spend it from Nigeria to better the rest of Nigeria. Let me stop here. I'm going to go to order.
All right. Hello.
How are you, my dear?
Good morning to you.
Good morning. God bless you. You're doing well.
Thank you for calling.
Engineer Nee from Yaba.
Yes.
The issue of electricity, let me be very candid with you. It's not Adelabu's fault. He was appointed by somebody, and the person does not complain that he's not servicing him. It is they are playing politics on Nigerians. To fix NEPA is not cast in stone. I'm an engineer, electronic for that matter. And he has said it. When Obasanjo created, it is transmission that is our problem now. Generation is not the problem. Transmission and distribution and transmission is what they are trying to fix it. And they did not do it at the right time that they want to do it. They want to do it. You know, it came up with some statement that at the end of the year, at the end of 2026, how many days to election is that? They just want to use it to. And he was also saying that 2025 they commended him. Why did they reverse it? The reason why they commended them, why did they reverse it? Now that they want to give us when election will be a month time. They now start to boast to us that being we say we want to give you electricity, are we not giving you? So if you can now make what is to be made available to me, scarce to me, and then when you need me now, you will make it available. You turn me to a dummy, you don't deserve my vote. This thing is not cast in stone. They can do it, they can give it to us. There is a way they are going about it to expand the transmission space, and they don't want to do it on time. They want to shift it until when the election is very near.
Thank you for calling.
This is on Nigeria.
Thank you. I appreciate you. One more phone call, and that's it for the morning. Hello. Hello, you're live.
Hello.
Yes, morning to you.
Yeah, Sage, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
It's Gideon daughter.
All right, welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Please go ahead.
Yes, Minister Adelabu. It's not his fault. Me, I cannot blame him because the person that hires him, he know what he want to use him for. Everything about this government just about revenue drive. How can we blame him? His apology to me not accepted. I did not accept that apology. Adelabu, please say something else. I don't accept your apology. Because if Mr. President, you know, that has been my own idea. If Mr. President can promise us in Abeokuta concerning the pump price, and few months later, by 29th of Mr. President stand at FᴜΓᴜ and say subsidy is gone, what can we not have? What can we not get in this government? What can we not get concerning this government? If not, look at darkness everywhere. And some people in Bambi, they cannot enjoy it. How can Bambi Band can enjoy their own? And you come out now to say you are apologizing. To who? Okay, who will pay the price of all these things? The life that has lost, the business that has stumbled. So apology, we will now take that one. We will now take apology as that one. But what I'm
Hello.
Then just remember that we are going to use our voters card by the grace of God. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much for your call. Let's finish this with messages. We're looking at WhatsApp now. The issue of power and grid failure left, right, and center, and this has been read earlier. Good morning, Tejan. This has also been read. Good morning, Fuad and Sage. Minister of Power's apology is unacceptable. Cost-reflective tariff has not only crippled the economy, it has wasted lives. UCH was disconnected from power for 104 days. Countless needless deaths happened then. He ended the disconnection with political jab at the governor of Oyo State. His performance is a reflection of this present administration. The Chatham House is a scorecard, and for educated people, giving credence has shown that our education needs overhauling. Let them allow free fair election in 2027 and the deal will be sealed. Temidayo from Isolo. Hello, Mainland FM Sage. Can we waive the apology of the Olori Okukun land, because we know the apology came as a result of governorship aspiration? It's like we're saying we would repair the refinery before the end of the year, in which we even know that the gods cannot do juxtaposing with achieving 6k megawatts. On Chatham House revelation, the rate of brain drain has become monumental from Buhari's time till now, to the point that mechanics and organizers are now leaving for better work abroad. Shebi is IT we are still talking about. See, until we're ready to diversify even ourselves, only then can this country grow. The old woman we swear for Nigeria is nowhere to be found again. Sean. I like the way you write, it's very funny. We have good morning, Sage and Fuad. On power, without meaning to hold forth for Mr. Adelabu, I think we should start moderating our performance expectations from our institution, especially federal ones. The real issues are beyond individuals. Remember, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, to pass through that ministry, we know manifestingly positive outcome. Take it or leave it, power supply in Nigeria is one of the direct casualties of our loop-sided federal system, where all the power, political, economic, etc., flows from the top. Regardless of who occupies the office, the power ministry cannot be more efficient than the federal government it represents, and we should not expect anything to change as long as our power architecture remains center controlled. Let's get more serious about decentralization and the liberalization of all power supply structures if we want to end lamentation. Aki Adigun from Iyanopaja is the author of that message. We have Robert, who says, Sage, don't be surprised that the president will use power and security to campaign this year, and some people will believe him. I don't blame the man. I blame those who will cast their vote for APC after collecting a cup of rice and allow this suffering to continue for another 4 years. That is the character of the typical hungry Nigerian for you. There's a message on WhatsApp here. I would like to ask, why is it that the federal government have refused to pay their counterparts a share in the transfer of PHCN to private sector since November 2nd, 2013? They should pay up their share of over 4 trillion naira so they can pay for gas to power our grid. The FG should be blamed, Madam Ifi. Good morning, Sage and crew. On Adelabu's apology, I don't accept it, and I don't blame him. And I blame him. Okay, it's either President Tinubu, whose incompetence led to a man like Adelabu being a minister. Which sector is doing well? Is it health, education, agriculture, etc.? All they know how to do is road where they can easily embezzle money. Let Trump come and help us clear this mess like he did in Cuba. John Eguche from Oshodi. That's inappropriate. We're a sovereign nation. Anyways, Elvis from Ikeja. Apology not accepted. The present government is a nightmare. We hear cooked up stories every day. All the travels of Mr. President has been spending billions. What has the outcome been? Zero policy. May God help all of us. Good morning, Sage. For me, Minister Adelabu's apology was sounding like a man in a sinking ship, and he should hold his apology. 2027 is around the corner. Chris, okay, from Ikeja. So you think this apology is somewhat political? Okay. Point of corruption, band A is 225 when you include VAT. Oh really? I thought it was 208. So with VAT, that's about 225 naira per kilowatt hour. Okay. For Christ's sake, calm down. Figures can change, and it's good that you've told me. There's no need to be upset with me. I'm not the power minister. Thank you, Yemi from Ilupeju. We have Temidayo Anotoye from Ijagamo community. Hello, Mainland FM. I'm not surprised that the Minister of Blackout, Mr. Adebayo Adelabu, is coming out to apologize to Nigerians after insulting them that they waste the electricity to apologize. Hold on. I'm not surprised that the Minister of Blackout, Mr. Adebayo Adelabu, is coming out to apologize to Nigerians after insulting them that they waste the electricity they purchase with their own money. The apology is unacceptable because he made the apology since he discovered that his name is not on the party's list for governorship candidate in Oyo State. I'll continue to say that the country, which is already sitting on a keg of gunpowder, may likely collapse completely if we Nigerians allow politicians to capitalize on our gullibility. The minister that could not solve power problem supply in 3 years is promising to fix the problem in 2 weeks. We're out of time. The message is lengthy. We cannot read everything, but thank you for your contribution. Let's step aside. By 10 a.m. we would have a global view here on mainland 98.3 FM. You should stick around for that one. At 12 we have the news at noon. At 1 p.m. We have midweek politics. At 4 situation room. At 6 the sports show, and at 7 global clusters. At 8 shenanigans, and so on and so forth. So stick around for all the excitement we still have for you on this platform, mainland 98.3 FM. Thank you for your time.